What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. If you got a like button, please hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. Let's see. Astral Hammer, you can't turn the volume on. Hold on a second. Something weird is happening. Alright, well, we're going to read through the schedule really quick, and we're going to check on all the chats, and I'm going to see what we can do about the website. Apparently, everyone's having issues for some reason. Why? Every day. Well, while I figure that out, we're going to be starting off with a video titled Trump's Success is a Testament to How Off-Base Democrats Have Been. Talking about how they keep going after him over and over again. They have been since 2015, 2016, and it's non-stop. Then we have a video titled Rough Worded Business Insider title. There was a screenshot of something going around on Twitter that I pulled that's kind of, the language is questionable. Talking about the Orange Eagle and what it would be like if he kicked the bucket. Things like that. And then we have a video titled Donald Trump Draws Cheers and Some Boos in Haley's Backyard at Clemson, Carolina football game. There's a lot of blue team articles and videos and stuff saying that Trump was booed, which I didn't hear any boos, but we're going to play a little bit of that. Then we have two different videos from Twitter from Trump walking out into the field from two different angles. Both of them, you're going to listen, but there's no boos. I'm not hearing any boos. Then we have a video titled Target's Christmas Merchandise Features Pride Santa on Heels of Backlash. It kind of brings me back to, like I was saying a couple months ago, everybody always talks about boycott and stuff, but it never really happens. Bud Light is the only thing that actually got boycotted, because Target's going back to the Rainbow Crew stuff, because apparently Red Team doesn't know how to boycott. And so then we have a video titled DeSantis Newsom expected to debate this week, which is questionable why that's happening. Then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled Illinois High School Offers Classes Separated by Race, because that's got to be a good thing, right? Let's see. Well, it seems Astral Hammer got everything figured out. Hopefully everybody's got it figured out over there. I've been editing things on the website. We had two different security systems that were clashing, and I've been getting things fixed, making improvements and whatnot. And then I also realized that there were certain pages you couldn't get to. You weren't able to change certain things about your account that you should have been able to change. But I didn't realize it. So I added a bunch of stuff to the website. The functionality should be a little bit smoother. But I think we have something. I think we have things hanging off the left side of the screen on the live streaming area. So apparently you have to go full screen to unmute the live. But I'll change that right after the live. It'll be fixed. No problem. What's up, everyone over on Rumble? Happy freedom. Astral Hammer, you were first over on Rumble. What's up, Astral Hammer? What's up, Snooks? What's up, MU? What's up, Joe? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Schulers? What's up, Get Some J? Just reading through. Is it Monday? It feels like Monday. Is it Monday? It is Monday. And we have a ton of snow here. Do you guys have snow where you are? We have a ton of snow. It's only like 25 degrees right now. What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Kung Fu? What's up, Proud American? Happy freedom. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Elder Zoomer? What's up, Nana? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, Firefox? Happy freedom. Are you in a bad mood? I'm trying not to be. I'm trying not to be. I woke up to a million missed phone calls. Something I was supposed to go do at like 8 o'clock this morning, and I forgot. I forgot because of all the festivities over the weekend. Totally forgot. So I let some people down, and I missed something that was important to me, and fighting cyber criminals and everything else. I'm trying not to let it be a bad day. What's up, Joe? What's up, everyone over on Kick? Happy Freedom. What's up, everyone over on Odyssey? What is up, everyone over on Twitch? What is your name? The second person in the chat's a troll. Third person? Well, that's great. It's weird how we have this influx of trolls on Twitch. That's alright, though. Fuck them. What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy Freedom. What's up, Shauna Vision? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Grey Wolf? Appreciate you sliding through. What's up, everyone over on GoofTube? Let me get you this Rumble link really quick. We weren't able to go live on YouTube Thursday, and I don't know why. I just wasn't able to. Apparently, we're able to now. There we go. Mr. Coffee, we didn't get enough for it to stick. Oh, we got like 6 inches of snow. It was a nightmare. I'm surprised there wasn't like snow days for school today. And it was snowing today too. Donna, you were first over here on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, WMM? What's up, Doug? Snooks, I was not number one here. Well, I appreciate you being everywhere, Snooks. What's up, Proud Ankle? What's up, Grip? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Wrecked Toes? My goodness, Wrecked Toes. That's a tough one. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Stony? What's up, Tim? Happy Freedom, all of you hooligans. Appreciate you guys all being here. What's up, Patriot Roy? Anyways, we're gonna get started on this first one. Hopefully everything is running. I feel like there was something I was gonna say and I can't remember now. There was something I was remembering. Later today we'll have new t-shirts. We will have new t-shirts. I'm not sure which design we're going to pick yet. I think we're going to go with the kitty one. I think we need the kitty one. America needs more hooligans. You'll see. I think that's what we're going to go with today. Anyways, it'll be later today. I'll post the links everywhere. Make sure you join Gilded. Make sure you join jeffmaclive.com. Do it right now. We're going to start off with this first video titled, Trump's Success is a Testament to How Off-Base Democrats Have Been. They're going to show Trump entering the field and talk some stuff. Ooh, my date's wrong. Let me fix this date really quick. I realized that on the Thanksgiving live, the date is wrong for the entire live. That's all right though. That's all right though. Let's get it started, hooligans.
Fans in South Carolina giving former President Trump a rock star welcome yesterday at the Clemson, South Carolina football game.
Trump attending the game against Nikki Haley's alma mater, Clemson, in her home state, as she holds second place ahead of February's crucial primary.
Former Wisconsin Congressman and the Bottom Line co-host Sean Duffy joins us now. Sean, if you went back to your alma mater, would you get a welcome similar to that?
I don't think any politician can go anywhere and get that kind of reception. This is just unique to Donald Trump. I mean, all the stands, the stadium is going wild for him. And that's under the backdrop of Democrats, liberals in the media, and all of government have tried to take Donald Trump out for the last 8 years, right? Whether it's Russia collusion, 2 impeachments, now as you mentioned, 94 prosecutions against him. And the guy is still standing. These guys are losing their mind. We've thrown everything at Donald Trump, and they still love him. You look at the kids. The kids are amazing. This is a group of people that Republicans historically don't do really well with.
Sure.
And they're going nuts for Trump. There's other footage of him walking through the stadium and just mobs of people, just trying to get their picture with him, get video of him. That's a testament to how bad I think Joe Biden has done, how far off base Democrats are, and what an opening it is for Donald Trump and Republicans to actually win these younger voters.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Again, what else could they do? I mean, to Donald Trump, I mean, what else can happen? I mean, what is going to happen when these prosecutions, how could they possibly affect the election?
Listen, I think they're shocked that all that's been thrown at him, that he's still number one in the polls, that he's beating Joe Biden in the 6 key battleground states. And so the one last thing is, does Donald Trump get convicted of a crime? And do they sentence him to jail? That's the one variable that we haven't seen yet, and it could actually make him go up in the polls, or it could tank him. We just don't know yet, but that's their last hope, and that's what they're going to try to do: convict him, sentence him to jail.
Because even if there are appeals, and there will be appeals because the legal basis of these attacks on Donald Trump are baseless, he still will be in jail if they put him in jail during the appeals.
Well, you can stay the sentence while you appeal, right? So
you think they're going to stay the sentence in New York State?
Well, you think they would stay the sentence, and you're going to get through the election. The problem, though, you might say, well, Donald Trump would pardon himself. He can only pardon himself in regard to the federal charges, but the state charges in your home state and in New York, those charges he can't pardon himself for. The governor can, but he can't. So, and by the way, maybe in Georgia he gets pardoned, but not in New York. They're going to send him to prison.
No, yeah, I think part of this is they're talking about these cases lasting until after the election. Is that good or bad for Donald Trump?
Well, so if we already see it right now, right? We see the charges, we see the trial dates set. So the only thing that changes or upsets the apple cart is if there is a trial and he is convicted, and then there is a sentencing.
Yeah.
That's what changes the dynamic. So, and some of these trials are set, right in the middle of primary season, which is exactly what they're trying to do. They want
him
to
away
protect themselves
on purpose.
But
Sean, when you walked in here, you were upset because you said we did that story on the kids chasing after the teacher, and you said, but you forgot this. This was a story about kids in a high school here in New York. They had a teacher who they found out through Facebook had been at a pro-Israel rally, and the teacher had to barricade herself in her classroom because the students were planning, I don't know what they were planning to do to her, but they were, about to attack her.
Well, the kids formed a mob on social media and ran her down. She had to run and barricade herself in her room. And I think the point is with this, we used to teach our young people that there's difference of opinions, that there's free speech, that we debate, that we argue, but we don't beat each other up. That message is gone, that you see kids that see someone they disagree with and they want to chase them down and beat them up. What the hell has happened in America where that's what our kids believe? It's a testament to the degradation of the thought process in our youth.
Well, viewers want to know more.
Well, anyways, they're just talking about President Trump and how the attacks have been going on and on since the whole Russia thing and all that nonsense. But the next the next 3 videos and a screenshot all have to do with President Trump and all of that. That was just the warm up to it. This next one, we're going to show the article that's circling Twitter right now. And we keep talking about it, and I thought it was interesting that video was saying, like, at very worst, President Trump's going to go to jail. And he may even go to jail after he ends up in the Oval Office, because some of these trial dates are after the primary. But they're saying, oh, that's the worst. But then I keep seeing this kind of stuff where it says, here's what happens if Donald Trump dies while running in the 2024 presidential election. Why would they say that? Why would they run that? They don't say that about old man Walter. And he's like, he's getting there. He's getting there in years. So why would they say that about President Trump? And that's what we kind of keep pointing to, is like, how far will they go? How far will they take this? Because I don't think they'll stop at court hearings and things like that. I don't think that that's going to be enough for them. I think they're hoping it's going to be enough, but if not, it could be the ultimate bad thing to happen. We're going to move through these next videos because it all has to do with Trump before we read through all the chats and stuff. So on top of that last video, kind of showing a little bit of the crowd when he came out into the stadium and how people were acting and stuff, and then also mentioning that they think at very worst President Trump could either go to jail before or after the primaries, the cover saying otherwise. Now we're going to cover the stadium he went and visited with this next video. It's titled, Donald Trump Draws Cheers and Some Boos in Haley's Backyard at Clemson, California football game. I'm probably not saying that right, but either way, he was at a football game. They're claiming that there's some boos. So that's what you're kind of listening for, is, are you hearing boos in this kind of grainy footage they have here? And just kind of keep that in mind, because the next 2 videos are like authentic videos from the crowd in the stadium, not CNBC, which is what this video is. But compare it, because whatever this is, the Blue Team News here says that there's boos, that it was a mixed audience. So we're gonna see. So anyways, it's just another minute of that. There's no change in the video. So they're saying that there's boos in that. There's other blue team articles that are saying that the cheering is for the governor because Trump was standing next to the governor. So they were like blue team saying, oh, the cheering is for the governor, but the boos are for the Orange Eagle. So now we're going to cover 2 videos from Twitter that are like fan side footage to determine was there booing going on from the crowd's perspective. This first one, let's see, grab the wrong link. So this first one is President Trump walking onto the field from just over the gate. So this would have to be like an employee or somebody who was on the field. But you gotta listen for the boos, all those boos in the crowd. You can hear the crowd light up as they start to realize who just walked out on the field. I'm not hearing any booing. I'm not hearing any booing. We got one more. Now this is up in the stands. He looks like he's standing next to Ric Flair. Well, what do you hooligans think? You think they were booing? You think it was a mixed bag? It seemed like everybody was really excited to see President Trump. Like always. Like always, everywhere he goes. That's also what they were kind of talking about in that first video. So we're going to read through the chat after covering all those videos. The next one we have is about how Target doesn't believe you can boycott them. So we're going to read through really quick. Whoa, my lighting is all over the place. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. I looked like I was walking towards the light for a second there. Zero, it's not going to happen. They might try, but he's not going down. I worry. I worry that they're going to try and do something real bad to him. What's up, Livid Review? Happy freedom. Zero, today's my last free day on the website, but I got a job offer today. Congratulations. Hope you get the job. Hope it works out. Let's see. Annette, you couldn't hear it because of the muting issue? No, it must not be because of the muting issue. The audio was really low on the video on the MSNBC, whatever it was, the Blue Team News video. Their audio was so low. And they're like, oh yeah, all the booing going on. And that's why I compared it to the Twitter videos that are out there from people that were just at the game. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. Astral Hammer, they were chanting USA, and then the lefties got triggered and thought they were chanting Boo SA. Yeah, see, that must be what happened. I thought I was hearing a little USA in the crowd. They can lie about 2020 all they want to, but you could tell by the way people react what's really going on. Trump's the man. Astral Hammer, if you have TDS, all you can hear is booing every time you see Trump. Ah, that must be it. That must be it. They're suffering from the symptoms. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. We got a full house over here on the website. It's awesome. What's up, Deborah? Happy freedom. Just reading through. Firefox, it sounds like we the people have chosen. That's what I'm saying. They can lie about whatever they want to, but it's very obvious what's going on. You've never seen anybody act like that for old man Walter. He's never attended anywhere where the room went wild, where there was a room full of people. You've never even seen that, let alone where the crowd went wild. You know, you're not seeing that. When's the last time you see old man Walter sign a set of tits? You ain't never seen that. I'm saying that Trump is, it's obvious. It's obvious what's going on here. The people want Trump. Guess MJ, Target stock performance tells a different story. Well, people need to keep hitting them because they're coming back with the Rainbow Crew stuff like it's no thing. No, like, you know, you always wanted a rainbow Santa, a rainbow nutcracker, some rainbow toys for your kids for Christmas. You know, you wanted that. Trans stockings and whatnot. Target thinks you want that. What's up, Cody? Happy freedom. Guess MJ, Business Insider, is inciting an assassination. Yeah, that's what it seems like. They're just trying to put that out into the world, hoping somebody will pick up what they're laying down. High Plains Drifter, never seen anyone wearing a Build Back Better crap. Not one hat. Exactly. Exactly. You don't see any real support for old man Walter. The only people that voted for him are, and when you ask them, all they ever say is at least it wasn't Trump. That they weren't voting for Trump. He got sympathy votes. Old man Walter got sympathy votes. That's what it was. What's up, Josh? Happy freedom. What's up, PA Top? What's up, Roy? Appreciate you being here. Doomsday Mike, I got my kids some slingshots. That's awesome. And you get the ones that got the, it's not a red dot, but they got slingshots that are made of titanium or something. They got little crosshairs on them, little sights you can see through. And I keep thinking, that might be worth picking up. You can get them for a few doll hairs. I've never owned a slingshot, but they could do some damage. And ammunition is abundant for a slingshot. Firefox, my kids would use that shit for target practice. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why Target thinks people want that. At least this time it's not directly marketed to kids, like their kids' clothing that they were doing at Target, which is what got everybody riled up in the first place. The items they show in this next video are kind of just for the general public. So I mean, if you are an adult and you want Rainbow Santa, then I guess. But still, Target they're walking that line. They're walking that line. They want to get as rainbow as they can get without becoming bankrupt. High Plains Drifter, Harbor Freight has slingshots. I will have to check that out. See, I've never been to Harbor Freight, but there's a lot of people that go there. A lot of people that bitch about it because they're Chinese tools or whatever, they're cheap stuff. But never really had a direct reason to go there. And now I need a slingshot, so I'm going to have to go to Harbor Freight. That's what it sounds like to me. You know how people are always talking about women math? That's man math right there. That's how it goes. Let me mansplain that for you. Somebody's going to get offended. Shemp. Old school wrist rockets were sick. See, I've never had a whole slingshot experience. I just know what it is. And I know how it functions. I don't know any more than that, though. Doomsday Mike, Harbor Freight's awesome. I will have to check it out. I've never heard anything bad about Harbor Freight stuff unless you believe the tools were Snap-on. That's the only kind of bad news I've ever heard about Harbor Freight, is people will go buy like a set of wrenches and then break them off and then be mad that they broke them off. And it's like, well, yeah, Sebastian, you pay $15 for a set of wrenches, you're going to break them off, but at least it was only $15. Like, that's the point. But I don't know. That's the only kind of complaints I've heard about Harbor Freight. Matthew, Black Friday. Today's Cyber Monday. Today is Cyber Monday. So today would be the day to go. I'm trying to think. Where's Harbor Freight? I'd have to go all the way to Lillington. It depends how deep the snow is, because I'm not really certain that my four-wheel drive is working. My tires were spinning yesterday. It felt like my front tires were spinning in the snow. And that shouldn't be happening if my all-wheel drive is working. And my all-wheel drive light is flashing at me. And the shop was like, maybe it's working. And now I'm starting to think maybe it's not working. We'll see. If the snow is bad, I'm not going to Harbor Freight. But if it's not bad, maybe I will. We'll see. Harbor Freight guarantees their stuff now, so it's not a bad deal. What, like it has a lifetime warranty? Like that kind of stuff? Because if it's got lifetime warranty, it's definitely worth picking up. And you can break 100 of them in a day, and it'll be fine. What's up, Frank? Happy freedom. Frank, I heard we want Trump. Yeah, I thought I was hearing that too. I don't know. You got to be real lame to put out a video and say, oh yeah, everybody hates Trump. And then in the video, you have the volume all the way down to where you can't hear what you're hearing. It just sounds like crowd noise. They're like, yeah, trust me. Those are boos. Okay. Those are boos you're hearing right now. What's up, Soul For Real? Happy freedom. What's up, Kirk Allen? Grey Wolf. Old Man Walter got dead pet votes too. Yep. A little bit of everything. I'm doing all right, Mr. Beansy Beans. How are you doing? What's up, Justin? Happy freedom. What's up, Andre? Or Andrea? Stony Stone, we know what happened in 2020. We covered it extensively. Crackshot, I hear Atari sounds. What Atari sounds? I didn't hear no Atari sounds. What Atari sounds? I'm trying to think, like, what games have I played on Atari other than like Pong? Sam, you can use a small bolt with the right kind of slingshot. Oh, I didn't even think about hitting bolts like crossbow bolts, like the pistol style crossbows, the micro crossbows. I didn't even think about using that on a slingshot. Yeah, I was thinking ball bearings, but that's not good either. Don't do that stuff. Don't do that stuff. But I was just, I was thinking in the back of my mind. Oh, for you guys in the chat over on the website was saying that the plus sign doesn't work to add memes. That's only on mobile. And I think it's the same reason you're having issues unmuting the video without making it full screen. Everything's drifting to the left side of the screen just too much to where when you click on the buttons, they're not working. So I have to make some adjustments, but I will after the live. I just can't do it right now. And I gotta order more Hunter's Blend coffee. I don't think I've ever had that. What do I drink right now? Oh, I drink Starbucks Blonde instant coffee right now. I don't have anything real fancy right now. We're gonna move forward to this next one. It's titled Target's Christmas Merchandise Features Pride Santa on Heels of Backlash. Old Pride Santa coming in and flirting with your dog and whatnot. He only decides who's naughty and nice by who turns their wiener inside out. Anyways, let's get this started.
go on to this big breaking story. A woke museum in Britain says a 3rd century Roman emperor was actually a transgender woman. I'll just leave it there. No, I won't. John Levine from the New York Post joins me now. John, try and explain this one to me. I mean, recently we were told that men think about the Roman Empire at least once a day, but maybe not this.
I was just telling your control room, it's great you had me on today because I actually majored in trans Roman Emperor studies at Berkeley. So I'm an expert in this subject. No, I mean, look, maybe he was trans. If you actually read the reporting on it, he liked to dress up as a woman and go out and pretended to be a woman and be a prostitute and he asked to be called women's pronouns, and there's a lot of other weird stuff. He certainly was very, very mentally ill, so obviously gender dysphoria, the underlying condition behind people with transgenderism, is listed as a mental disorder by the American Psychiatric Association. But I think, it's all kind of silly, right? Like, they didn't have a concept of transgender back in ancient Rome. None of this is all very modern psychobabble that was dreamed up at places like Berkeley. So it's like when you have these annoying relatives at Thanksgiving who are going to say, like, Jesus would have been a Democrat. It's like, it's just ridiculous stuff. You can't apply the stuff we talk about today to ancient times that didn't know about it.
It's absolutely classic. Well, how lucky are we that you happen to be an expert on this particular topic?
Yeah, it was in between Hamas studies.
I'm very happy that you're with us. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Why don't we? Let's get to this. Target. Going woke again, apparently. Take a look at this. They're selling an LGBTQ nutcracker. There's a joke in there somewhere. Also, a Pride Santa. John, look, wouldn't you think from the Bud Light and all of that stuff that big retailers may think, you know what, we're going to get backlash here, but apparently not.
No, I was about to say, after Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light, you'd think people would be a lot more careful. But this is not cute. This is not fun. This is an attempt to kind of overthrow everything that's good and traditional about the United States and our culture. And it won't stop with, some trans pride Santa. It never does. I quote that great new president of Argentina who says, you can't give the far left activists an inch because they will take a mile. And I would draw your attention to the debate in our country over statues, where they said, it's just going to be Confederate statues. These were bad guys. We've got to get rid of the Confederate statues. And people said, okay, let's just do that. But it never stops there. And before you know it, Thomas Jefferson is coming down, like in our city council. So, you think, oh, well, why is this a big deal? If you give in on this and you sacrifice the small battles, it's death by 1,000 cuts. It won't stop with this. Pretty soon there'll be no Santa at all.
Well, and that's a good point. There is political correctness, but when you take it to a point where everything gets changed around, including the rewriting of history, to your point, John, that's when it's gone too far. But people are too frightened to speak up for being given a label as a racist or God knows what else. And that's where we find ourselves today, right?
You cannot give an inch. Have you ever read a classic tome? It's called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, you give the mouse a cookie, it asks for some milk, and you give it the milk, it asks for something else. This is our politics, this is our culture now. You cannot give a single inch. They will take a mile. Every single line must be held.
Yeah. And by the way, around your Thanksgiving table tomorrow, does your family get into politics?
The reporter's not very serious.
Is that a barred subject?
We get into it. My family is full of some of the craziest people in the whole world, and God bless them, I love them. But yeah, we definitely get into it.
Well, that's good. Then politics as well. I love it. Well, John, terrific stuff as always. I spoke to a good friend recently who said every Thanksgiving there's always one family member sitting in a car in the driveway crying. Right. That is tradition, my friend. John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
John Levine, our
family member sitting in the car crying. That's tradition. Hell yeah. I guess that's how you know you're doing the holidays right. I didn't realize there was a goal. Now I have one. That is something. Well, what do you guys think about Rainbow Santa and Prideful Nutcracker? Why? I don't understand why that was the thing. It kind of makes me want to go on the website and see what else are they pushing, because I doubt Target was like, let's just make these 2 rainbow items. We're just going to limit it here. We'll make Christmas rainbow using a nutcracker and Santa, and that's it. I mean, I guess they already got rainbow candy canes, so you ain't got to do that. They got rainbow trees. Is your tree trans? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't know. It makes me wonder what else they got, but really that's enough. We're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you guys think about all of this, and then next we're going to be talking about how DeSantis and Newsom is going to debate, and I don't know why. I don't know what the point of that is. Zero. I like beer for breakfast when I'm camping. I like it when it's winter out. I almost started drinking wine. I was like, no, I can't be doing that. I might have to do something today. I have to go get the slingshot from Harbor Freight. That's what I got to do. It's reading through. Astral Hammer, you crack me up. I can't read that out loud. I went to one of my local beer stores and they had Bell's Expedition Stout. I picked up a 6-pack. It's been a long while since I've had a Russian Imperial Stout. It was so good. I might have to try it. I like Bell's stuff. They got, I think, what is, I wonder, no, I don't think they make the all-day IPA. I can't remember who makes all-day IPA. But I like their Oberon. And I think they make the, whatever I was drinking the other day. My goodness, this is what happens. I can't remember what it's called now. It comes in a blue bottle. Anyways, I like Bell's. We'll have to try it. Just reading through really quick. Jesus, got some Jay. Never sung Christmas carols like that. Matthew, might as well just use a Nazi flag. I mean, might as well. It's weird how they want to be inclusive, but then they disregard the American flag, which represents all of us. It just, I don't know. It goes with their agenda. They're huge hypocrites on everything. Elder Zoomer, the rainbow belongs to God. Yep. It's God's promise that he'll never flood the earth again. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy freedom. What's up, Jeb? Pumpkin, woke commies. Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to sell a whole ton of the rainbow Santas. Cody. So what are the reindeer names? That's a good point. That's a good point. I also think it's interesting because the old Christmas songs and just anything from like claymation, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, and the old Frosty the Snowman claymations. There was like, in those times, there's a lot of those cartoons and all that stuff where they talk about being gay because Christmas is a time to be happy and frolicking around and all that stuff. And so they were talking gay in that kind of way. And now it's this kind of way. And it's, I don't know. It's weird how we've shifted the spectrum here. Firefox, yes, some styles of slingshots are capable of slinging actual broadleaf arrows. Yeah, I didn't realize they were all fancy like that. I'm gonna have to look into it. I'll search it up on my phone before I head to Ludington. Matthew, Target's Black Friday prices were the exact same as before. I've been hearing that about everywhere. Like Walmart and everywhere, there was like no real Black Friday deals. It was either like 5% off, which is not worth anything with Biden inflation, or it was the exact same price with a Black Friday sticker attached to it. That's like all I've been seeing. And I guess a lot of people didn't even show up for Black Friday. You know, like years ago, there'd be a whole crowd outside of the store waiting for the doors to open. I remember one year I went to, when I first moved into this apartment, I didn't have any TVs. All the TVs I had were big, heavy box TVs. And I was able to get a flat screen TV for $100 or something like that, like a 40-inch for $100 for Black Friday. And I remember standing in line for like 3 hours, and I was like, no matter what, I'm getting a TV. Like, I drove here, I got the money, I need a new TV. I don't know who's gonna get what. Somebody's catching hands, but I'm leaving with a TV. That's all I knew. And then the next year after that, it was like no more deals. There was no more real deals. And now it's at the point where people either don't have money to buy things because life costs so much, or there's no actual sale going on. It's just Black Friday marketing happening, branding more than anything. And then you go to the store and then you're like, well, I could have came here yesterday and got it for that price. So yeah, I guess it's like a failed mission at this point. That's what I've been wondering about Cyber Monday. I bet it's the same thing. And I kind of wonder if that's what killed Black Friday. Because I believe more purchases happen online than they do in person nowadays. And so it makes me wonder, is Cyber Monday still a hit, even though Black Friday is pretty much dead in the water at this point? Because most of the things you can purchase online are digital. Software doesn't cost anything, which is a nice thing. If you're a software developer, it's a really great product to sell because you have an infinite amount of copies of it. So you can send, endless licenses to your software and stuff like that. So like me being an audio engineer, I picked up plugins and some software and things like that for Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals, where I was able to get things for free because it's just a digital download. But the rest of the year, it's $100, $200, $500. So I was able to get things like that, and then that made Black Friday worth it to me. I'm actually considering on a $200 purchase in the next 24 hours, just because I can get a really good deal now, and it would give us some extra benefits on the website, such as gifting memberships, because we can't do that right now, but we would if I made this purchase. And we would also be able to use PayPal, because right now you're paying through Stripe, so you have to like add your credit card number in and all that stuff in order to have a membership. I'd be able to add the ability to pay with PayPal, and so you'd be able to just pay with your PayPal by logging in versus using a credit card. So I'd be able to add more things to the website to improve the quality, but it's going to cost me $200 a year. So then if I buy it today, that means when it expires in a year, if I still want to use those additions to the website, at least I'll be getting the best price of the year. So like there's strategic ways to use what's going on, but as far as going in person and buying things from Walmart or wherever, they should have been putting groceries on sale. That's what they should have been doing. Like we should have got Black Friday deals on electric. We should have got Black Friday deals on rent. It should have been like that. Chicken, turkey, ham, steak, all that, burger. It should have just all been Black Friday sales. That's what they should have did. But no, they just lied to us. Because that's what they do. The whole world is lying to us. And then we all tell each other we're fine, just so we can have one last lie to each other. That's the way it is. Sarah, PayPal will just cancel you. And that is a worry. Some people worry about PayPal's whole misinformation thing. And I've wondered that too. If I put PayPal on the website, would I become targeted and have a problem with PayPal? I've wondered that. But I also think that some individuals have considered getting a membership on the website, but then decided not to when they weren't eligible to just sign into PayPal and pay. Because there's a lot of people that are like that. That's one of the reasons that YouTube gets more memberships and donations than any other platform that we run, is because on YouTube you can just pay with PayPal. And everywhere else you got to put in your credit card number, and that makes people feel funny, and so then that stops any kind of incentive to send support through those other channels. Rappy, you've never done Black Friday? I don't think it's worth all the hype, but I mean, it's hard to say because nowadays it's not worth anything. But before, I used to be like, I'd have certain items that I would want. So there's like a mixing console that I have on my Amazon wish list, and I've wanted that console for like 12 years now, and I just can't afford it. It's like $600, and it's a Behringer X Touch, and I've wanted it for years, like over a decade, and I visit it online all the time. I go to like Musician's Friend and stuff to go see if the prices come down, and on Black Friday it goes from being like $600 to like $300, and so I want it, but then I'm always in these situations like my car and all this other stuff where I can't afford to spend money like that. And so I haven't been able to get it, which is why it's on my wish list. And if you have things like that in mind, that makes Black Friday useful, or Cyber Monday, when the deals are actually going on, not when you go there and the price is exactly the same. But for those kind of specific situations, I find Black Friday useful. Otherwise, going there just to blow money when you got bills that aren't paid, which is what a lot of people do. They get caught in the like festivity of it. Oh, we're gonna wake up early and go to Black Friday, or we're gonna stay up till midnight and walk into the store at 12:01 and blah. Like they make it like a thing to do. Some people do that. I don't do that. I try to be strategic when I need to. Bobby, I give out fart jars for Christmas. That's more than I do. That's more than I do. I don't be doing much. I try not to leave the house. What's up, Matt? Happy Freedom. What's up, Combat Vet? Combat Vet, we need to bring God back into everything we do in life. Yeah, nothing that had God that doesn't have God now, like schools and the Pledge of Allegiance. They stopped making people do the Pledge of Allegiance because it has the word God in it. And everything they've taken away because of that is now worse off. When I was a kid, I didn't understand that because I was in 10th grade, I think, when the schools decided that you did not have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. I was in 10th grade. And they made a big deal about it. They were like, well, it says one nation under God and not everybody prays to God. And because you have freedom of religion, you cannot be forced to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. And me being a rebellious 10th grader, I wanted to stand all the way up on that. I wanted to be like, oh, you can't make me stand and tell me what to do. You know, like doing that kind of stuff, just being a young idiot. And I remember when that happened, and now I voluntarily do the Pledge of Allegiance every day because I can see where we were versus where we are now. And I know the Pledge of Allegiance not being mandated didn't cause these changes, but it's a block in the wall there. It's a part of what's happening. And so I agree. Maybe not everybody believes in God, and I don't know anybody that likes religion. I don't know anybody that likes religion because there's not enough people raising awareness that loving God is not the same thing as religion. Religion is the clubhouse that loves God. That's what it is. It's fans of loving God. You don't have to be religious to love God. And I wish there was more awareness because then less people would turn away. People don't want to turn away from God. No one does. Everybody wants to feel loved. And everybody wants to love somebody. And that's what having a relationship with God is. But it's been masqueraded around as religion, which has evolved into playing clubhouse to use lines out of the Bible to manipulate your audience. That's what church has become, really. It's a whole bunch of, you're allowed here if we say so, and we're going to use quotes from the Bible to dictate whether, to roll out our own agenda. That's what churches and religion has done. And that's why when people talk about God, you see a bunch of people close their ears because they think they're hearing religion. But I don't talk about religion. I talk about God, which is different. It's a different thing. But not enough people realize that. And ever since we've taken God out of everything has become less in quality. I mean, it says God on our money. It says God on the Constitution. Like, our Declaration of Independence has God. Like, everything has God in it. Our forefathers believed in God. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. But I agree, Combat Vet. I think so. They need to just put God back into everything. Bobby, I love animals and God made them, so I love him. However you get there. It's between you and God. I'm not trying to, tell people what to do or anything like that. I'm trying to what is the word? Not comfort. I'm trying to reassure the sensitive ears that have been hurt by religious people that when I'm talking about God, that I am not talking about religion. That's what's going on. I don't care who does what with their life. I just kind of I highlight it's worth having a relationship with God. And you don't have to play church in order to do that. We are the church. We are. Like, they say your body's a temple. That's because you're housing God. Like the Holy Spirit and all of that. And we're not going to get into it any farther than that, but I'm just saying there is a difference between religion and God. And if I could get people to hear about God without wincing because of the thought of religion, I would feel like I actually I made a difference here on the earth. Because religion is like doubt. It's killed more relationships with God than if religion just didn't existed. If we were out here in the wild just assuming there's a higher being above us, like the Native Americans used to do, you know, they thought praying would cause rain and things like that. They were not affected by religion. You know what I mean? In the same kind of way that we are now. They just loved in a spiritual way. And you can do that without religion, but people use religion to be dictators, and nobody wants to be controlled. And that's why we have hurt hearts, or people who have actual hate in their heart because of that kind of stuff, because of the way they were treated in the name of religion, which is unfortunate. Mr. Beansy Beans, I need to know God more. I feel like the best way to like hear from God is to sit in silence for a long time. If you're really trying to break out of this path or this rhythm of bad decisions, and you just can't, like, it's almost like a car rolling down the hill. You just can't seem to get off the path that you're on. Go in the bathroom, sit on the toilet, use the bathroom if you want to, but sit on the toilet, have nothing in the house on, and just hear your thoughts. And pay attention to where your thoughts go, because the influence on your mind is either of the Father or the enemy. That's how your thoughts are constantly influenced. And when you sit in silence and your environment is not dictating your thoughts, pay attention to where your thoughts go. And then all of a sudden I feel that you can feel the presence of God. If you sit there long enough, you can feel the presence of God. It feels like inspiration to me. It feels like a warm hug, like a grandmother's love. It feels like that. It's like inspiration. That's what it feels like to me. And when I feel that way, a lot of it is influence to do good things for other people, write people back that wrote me that I wasn't sure what to say back to them, things like that. Like to energy to overcome hurdles is the inspiration that I feel. And you can go from being in a really bad place to just sitting by your lonesome long enough, however long it may take. Eventually you'll get there. You will feel whole. And then once you are whole, it's easier to take on the problems you have in front of you. That's just, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. Toxic shot. Like that Russell Brand dude thinks he's God to those kind of people. I think Russell Brand is really... He's sort of flamboyant, sort of I can't think of the word. He's something, and a lot of it's because he's foreign. He's not from America, so he does have this kind of, God, I can't think of the word. It's not flamboyant. It's like a jaded kind of way of doing things, but I haven't watched his show enough to know exactly what he talks about. I know that he went from being like a liberal to being aware of what the government's doing here in America. Just reading through. Snooks, you like Russell Brand? I like some of the movies he's in, but I haven't seen him live or even do interviews or anything like that. It's hard for me to say as a person. I don't really like anybody from Hollywood as a person. I feel like all those people are bad people, but like Get 'Em to the Greek and those kind of movies I think are funny. T-Law, and you can sit on the couch if you want to. You can sit wherever you want to. I always just say the bathroom, because the bathroom is the only place where you can go and nobody thinks right offhand. I mean, unless you're a drug addict, nobody thinks right offhand that you're doing something wrong. So like if you're having an issue, like however you may be feeling or whatever is going on in life, if you need a break, you don't even have to ask for permission. You just go to the bathroom. And then people are like, oh, I must be taking a shit. He's been in there for an hour. But really, you're praying not to stomp this family member in the next room. But it's fine. Nobody knows what you're doing. That's the point. So that's why I always say, like, you know, if you need space, go to the bathroom. Nobody has the right to interrupt you. I mean, unless you don't pay the bills there, then, you know, whoever does has the right. But outside of that, you should be able to sit there without being disturbed by the outside life. So that's the only reason I say that. What's up, Raja? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Paul, British dry humor. Yeah. I think it's weird that we have different levels of humor like that. Like, Britain is like known for their kind of humor. It's such a different style of humor. And then in America, our stuff is like so vulgar and violent and whatever. And I actually think that we've softened up a lot. If you watch old movies from like the 80s and 90s, funny, what's considered funny movies, and you see like what they're doing to each other, like almost killing each other in the movie, right? Like, you know, just as part of the storyline or whatever, like the Three Stooges, right? One could axe another one's hand off, and then they'll all just laugh about it like it's all funny, but in real life, like that would be a terrible scenario compared to TV today, where they can't even figure out if they're boys or not. So, I mean, we've gotten soft over the years. Like I was saying about the Addams Family a couple episodes ago. Well, I was watching the old Addams Family, and there was like half the stuff going on in the movie. They would never allow that stuff today. Like Gomez sitting there with Pugsley, and he hands him a lit cigar, and they just sit there and smoke cigars for like, I don't know, 45 seconds on the screen. Him and his 8-year-old son, it's his 8th birthday or something like that, so he's smoking a cigar with him. They would never let that fly today. They would never let that slide. They'd say, look what the Orange Eagle did. This is Trump's fault. And that's what they would say. Sam, a near-death experience can help put things in perspective. Absolutely. If someone wanted a crash course on trying to find God, I didn't want to suggest that kind of path. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like 95% of the people that go to jail for long term, like 6 months and longer, you'll see them start reading Bibles and stuff like that. It's almost like the story of the prodigal son. Like, you think you can carry the weight, and you'll believe that until you're down on your knees and you can't take another step. And that's when you will forfeit your pride and accept help. And when you're in jail, there is no help coming. And so people look for that help in God, because they're finally acknowledging that they don't have the strength to move forward on their own. So a lot of people turn to God. I've seen it a lot. So we're going to move on to this next video. It's titled, DeSantis Newsom Expected to Debate This Week. We're only going to play the first 2 minutes of it.
Okay, 9.
All right, let's get it started, hooligans.
Okay, 9 days from now, the top candidates vying to be the GOP nominee will participate in the next Republican debate hosted by News Nation. But first, another kind of contest. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis going head-to-head in a debate against California Governor Gavin Newsom. This despite the fact that Newsom is not a candidate. And he also says he's not going to run. White House columnist for The Hill, Niall Stanage, is here. Okay, now, this is rather odd. I don't know that I've ever heard of something like this happening so close to an election. Would you call it a fake debate or, I mean, a cage match? What do we call this?
A cage match, political death match, one of those things. It's going to be a spectacle, at least. These guys really don't like each other. I mean, it's not something that is just ginned up because they have political differences. They have attacked each other, sniped at each other for quite some time. And obviously they do represent, Adrian, two very diametrically opposed visions of the nation, of political ideology, a whole different approach to governing. So it's going to be quite a clash, I imagine.
Is it believed to be fueling up the fire of the base of either of these men, or is it just a distraction?
I think it's firing up the base. Now, whether it affects, for example, the presidential race or not, that's a different question. But one of the attractions of this debate to both men is that each of them is a good foil for the other. If you're Ron DeSantis, you get to hit the governor of a liberal state who is himself a liberal figure disliked by many conservatives. So there's a gain there for DeSantis. Similarly, for Newsom, he can take the fight to Ron DeSantis, and it's the inverse or the mirror image of that situation. Anyone who supports Gavin Newsom already is going to be enthusiastic about him trying to land a few rhetorical punches on Ron DeSantis.
But his recent poll numbers, not so hot in California. Is there a risk, even as some Democrats are seeing, that Newsom is really participating, he's really doing a shadow campaign?
Yeah, I do think that is a risk. I mean, we've had, for example, recently Senator John Fetterman, Democrat from Pennsylvania, talking about this idea that there are two Democrats in addition to President Biden running for president. And Fetterman said only one of them, Congressman Dean Phillips, had the guts to declare it. So there's clearly suspicion over Newsom's intentions. You mentioned that recent poll from the LA Times that shows his approval rating having dropped about 11 points since February. So there are risks in all of this. But of course, it's a 90-minute debate that often gets reduced to 90-second sound bites. If Governor Newsom or Governor DeSantis gets favorable sound bites out of this, it'll be a net benefit, most probably.
You would think that Governor DeSantis has enough on his plate, having to try to catch up to the GOP frontrunner, former President Donald Trump. How in the world does this event benefit him at all?
The one way I think it does benefit him is he's not going to be overshadowed by anyone on the Republican side. Right now, Governor DeSantis has been squeezed from both directions in a way. Former President Trump, as you say, is a long way ahead on the polls.
It was his high heels that killed him. That's what happened.
Ambassador is perceived to have performed very well at the debates. That has given her a boost. She might even supplant Governor DeSantis in second place. So here, at least for Governor DeSantis, it's him versus a Liberal Democrat. And so he has an unrivaled room to maneuver, at least in a conservative sense.
I
don't know. It sounds like a waste of time to me. We're going to have DeSantis, who's running for primary, run against Newsom, who's just a person in the country. That's really it. He's just a person in the country. In this perspective. So why are they debating? What is the point of DeSantis debating a governor of... Is he the governor or is he the mayor? Either way, somebody of California. What is the point of that? And then they're like, well, at least he can debate a liberal. Because he can't debate other Republicans? Is that what they're insinuating? Like, what a nightmare. But that's terrible PR for DeSantis. I don't know why they're doing that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, they might as well just go to a high school debate. Maybe DeSantis can debate a 10th grader. Maybe. I don't know. I like DeSantis. I don't know if he's president material, but I think he runs Florida all right. I don't know about wearing high heels. I wouldn't do that. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'11". You'd be surprised how many people give me shit because I'm not a 6 foot man. I'm not wearing high heels, though. I'm not. Just not doing it. I just accept it. I am the way that God made me in this aspect. I'm not wearing high heels. God didn't want me to wear high heels. I promise. I think that's what killed DeSantis. And I just don't understand the point of him debating Newsom. Gruesome Newsom. What is that going to do? Sam Newsom is being propped up by the POTUS. Yeah, I know that he's being... I know that he's being suggested and talked about a lot as possible blue team running or whatever, but like they just said in the video, Newsom says that he doesn't want to run. He doesn't want to run for the main office. Now, if he wanted to, or if he was still undecided, then I would be like, okay, yeah, debate, for some exposure, because that's really all it is. It's just exposure. It's all just more campaigning more than anything else. So I would be like, yeah, debate. But for him to actually already say, well, no, I don't want to run. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be in the Oval Office. Well, then why debate? Like, and nothing's going to save DeSantis. I think it's too late. I think that there's just too much crap. Trump is always killing him every time he's live. The whole high heels thing, I don't think so. I think it's all over for DeSantis. And I'm really surprised that Nikki Haley's doing as well as she is, because I guess she takes money from foreign governments and stuff like Eric Adams is being accused of. So I don't know why people are supporting her either. She seems like red team old man Walter. Every time I see her talking or anything, it's just, she'd be a Democrat if they didn't tell me that she was a Republican, because that's all she seems like to me. She just seems really dry and stale, like week old turkey. Like, I don't know. She doesn't seem special to me, and that's just my opinion on it. But I don't think DeSantis versus Newsom is going to help DeSantis. And I don't know what it's going to do for Newsom. Just to maybe show that he can compete with people that are aiming for the main office. Maybe it will show like strength because he's going to debate people who are running for the primaries, even though he's not. Like if you were to go train with Mike Tyson, no, you're not a heavyweight champion. You just train with him. You know what I mean? Like, is it that kind of thing? I could see it like boosting Newsom a little bit, but I don't understand what it does for DeSantis. More TV time, I guess, against people who aren't going to make fun of him for wearing high heels. That's about it. And maybe Newsom will. So I guess I really don't know. We're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. We have one more video left talking about how Illinois is providing classes based on race. If you want to be in an all Native American class, then they will provide that for you, and nobody will be allowed in that class but Native Americans. I guess that's how it works. I don't know. I don't live in Illinois, but I guess that's how it's working over there. We're going to cover that next. And I feel the same way. God made me the way I am. If they don't like it, then don't look. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Just reading through the chat. Hair juicer, my kids buy me the weirdest shirts. Her latest find is a picture of Jesus saying, "Yo, what the fuck? I didn't say any of that." That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I love funny shirts like that. That's why I try and make funny shirts like that. That kind of style. Novelty t-shirts. That's always been my thing. Like when I go to Walmart, they got those spinning cabinets. They got shirts that say, like, I buy all the ones that got cats on them. I'll have a cat laying there and it'll just be like, nah. Like that's all the caption says is nah. I have that shirt. I got another shirt with a cat that says, I do what I want. And I got another one with a rat holding the leash of a donkey. And it says, I don't give a, and then it shows the rat and the donkey. I love shirts like that. Those are the only kinds of shirts I don't wear when I'm not wearing hooligan merch. It's that. I don't wear any other kind of shirt unless it's my birthday, and then I'll wear like a collared shirt. Other than that, though, it's either hooligan merch or novelty t-shirts. So that's why I started making more novel. You'll see when I release this next design today. I'm trying to make more novelty t-shirts because that's what I like to wear. And then that way I would never have to wear anything other than hooligan merch. Tin Man, back to segregation. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was covering this next video. You'll see. Bobby, I trained with Richard Simmons. Does that make me gay? No, it makes you a pony. I will never forget waking up to videos of him being like, I'm a pony. I'm a pony. Like, hold up, buddy. It's like 8 a.m. You know, chill out. I hear the mailman out there. I'm not sure what he's doing. Wiltzer's wife, yeah, he shot himself with the high-heeled boots. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I kind of feel bad for short people to feel that way. I used to work in this cherry factory not too far from here, and there was a guy that I was really cool with, and he was only like this high to me. Like, he was like short, and he had a huge problem with it. No one else gives a shit, but he had a huge problem with it. He would tell me all the time. He'd be like showing me his phone. He'd be like, you think if I got this coat, I'd look taller? I don't know, dude. Like, I've never put anything on him and like, I wonder if this makes me look tall. Like, I don't know. I've never felt that way, but he had a huge problem. He's like, I feel like the short Jason Statham. And I'm like, dude, so what? So what? You could probably still get a girl to talk to you. You're worried about being short. I don't know. DeSantis, he's got the same thing. He's like, you think these boots make me look 6 inches taller? They're like, yeah, because you got 6-inch heels on. He's like, perfect. Time to go to the debate. Guess MJ, Shrek is easier to say than Fetterman. I feel like people are coming around and they're starting to like Fetterman. Jeb, Fetterman looks like his head is too small for his body. He's got the body of Lurch. That's why. He looks like Lurch, like he's answering the door over at the Addams Family. He's got the head of Uncle Fester and the body of Lurch. You have Lurch and Uncle Fester had a baby. A birthing person. I just can't stop. It's just on all day. Get some J. You know that's against the rules. There's no asking if I have pants on. That's a no-no around here. Okay, it's a secret. We don't talk about that. It's like Voldemort. You don't say that stuff out loud. You just wonder. You just wonder from a distance. Mr. Beansy Beans, maybe Nikki Haley's borrowing Camilla's knee pads. Well, we'll see if she becomes president in 2024. I don't know. I don't think she's doing very well now. She was for a while, but I think she's dropped. Nobody's coming near the Orange Eagle, so I don't even know why they're trying at this point. They should just back the Orange Eagle and then worry about their stuff in 2028. Raja, I think it depends on how much attention you want. Because all the hooligans that have got the Screaming Goat t-shirts have had people come say something to them. I've had so many emails and messages of people telling me that they've been stopped while wearing their Screaming Goat t-shirt or hoodie because people want to know where they got it and stuff like that. So it depends on how much attention you want. This is one of my favorite shirts, though. The big hooligan badge. What's up, Alex? I'll check it out. I'll check it out after the live, Alex. You guys posting GIFs over on the website? And Aunt Napoleon syndrome? Yeah. Short man syndrome. I don't know why people feel that way. Maybe women do care about short guys and I just have never experienced it. I don't know. And I feel like it gets easier after you get older. After you get like 35, women are not worried about how tall you are. They want to know, do you go to work? Do you smoke crack? Do you beat your kids? Do you hit women? That's like all they want to know. They don't, nobody cares if you got nice shoes or if you drive a fancy car. That's what 25-year-olds worry about. After you get to your 30s, it's like, does your wiener still work? Like they're worried about different things. So I don't understand needing to stilt your tennis shoes and stuff. 10-man, we call knee pads Bourbon Street slippers in New Orleans. That's terrible. From what I understand, New Orleans is a different place. That is a different place down there. I guess a lot of the people speak French, and being lowbrow is like generally accepted in New Orleans. Being kind of shady is just like the vibes of being there, from what I understand. But I guess they got good food and stuff, so I don't know. I don't eat spicy food, and I guess they got a lot of it down there, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go down there. As far as I know, there isn't anybody that hates me in New Orleans. Going to Oregon or Washington State or like New York City or any of those kind of places, I'd have to question. Minnesota, I'd have to question like my security being in those places because they don't like me out there. But New Orleans, it'd probably be all right. Sam, you love New Orleans? We're gonna have to take a road trip down there, Sam. That's what we're gonna have to do. That's what it sounds like to me. I appreciate you being here, Air Juicer. Don't work too hard out there. Get some J. You're 5'11" wide, like boots. That's all right. That's all right. I always tell people I'm dense, and they think I'm stupid until they try and shoulder check me. It's like I don't know if I'm made of dark matter or what. I am heavy. People bump into me thinking I'm made of styrofoam, and then they're like, nope, that was cement. That's why I don't have any problems at festivals or like concerts and things like that. If I want to dart through the crowd, there's not a whole lot of people out there that are going to stop my momentum. I'm like the juggernaut. I'm just heavy. Just heavy. Alex, bunch of softy crowds in Oregon. Yeah, it's just the Antifas that don't like me out there. We've had Proud Boys and stuff like shout us out and be like, hey, appreciate you guys showing us off, blah, blah. But Antifa don't feel that way. They're like, fuck you, Jeff Mac. And they send me terrible emails. It's been a while. I haven't got in probably a year, but it used to be regularly. I was getting emails and messages from fake accounts and stuff and talking about things I said while covering their shenanigans and stuff like that, quoting me and talking about consequences, and they're going to come shoot me and kill my kids and kill my cat and all this crap. I'm like, okay, well, you'd have to come inside the house because I don't leave it. So you come in here, you're locked in here with me. I ain't locked in here with you, buddy. All of a sudden the lights go red and let the bodies hit the floor, start playing out the Google units. They're like, what the hell did I walk into? Welcome to the Thunderdome, motherfucker. Stupid. So stupid. Bobby, not the cat. I know. Antifa couldn't even take the cat. They couldn't take the cat. That's a saber-toothed Klaus over there. They're not taking that. Nah. He's elusive. You ever been killed by a shadow? You come over here with the wrong kind of attitude and you will be. And it'll be terrible the whole time you're experiencing it. That's Klaus Daniels. He's unlike anything else. 20-pound fat shadow comes sprinting at you from underneath the chairs. Coming to get you. He about took me out on the way to the live. I went and got coffee, walked back over, and he just sprints between my legs. 20 pounds of lightning is just too much. Take it to the shin. Put you down on your back. And then you can't even whack him because by the time you roll over, he's gone. It's rough. It's rough stuff. Combat Vet, I miss everyone going to voice. People used to use voice chat on Gilded really regularly. And then it really died down and people don't do it much anymore. You can do the same thing on the website. I think everybody waits for me to do it, but I get so busy that between like 10 and 2 in the morning is my only free time in the whole day. So if I want to watch TV, if I want to clean the house, clean the Klaus box, take a shit, take a shower, cut my hair, it happens between 10 at night and 2 in the morning every day. But that's also the only time I would have to do the voice chat and stuff, which is why we don't do it as much as I would like to. But you guys can do it. You don't have to wait for me to do it. You can go into the general chat or you can go to any of those chats using the messaging system. I mean, you could do it by going there directly. But you could use the message system, go to the groups, find the general chat, and then click the call button. And you will call the general chat. And if other people see it, they'll enter the call. And then all of you guys will be stacked in the voice chat. You can do video chat too. I want to host more of those events, but like I said, I don't have any slots to put these kind of events. So if we get enough people over on the website, we will schedule time better to have these special events on the website. But we got to get more people over there. And I updated the expiration. I keep telling you guys that the free coupon, there's a coupon at the top of the link tree to get a free week over at jeffmaclive.com to see all the cool stuff we're doing over there. There's no restrictions. It's not a trial run or anything like that. It's a free week to go see everything we got going on over there. And after the week is up, you'll just lose access and you'll have to either purchase a membership or don't. But your account will still be there. So I just lost my train of thought. There was something I was going to say about it. And I just lost my train of thought because I was thinking about how I fixed everything. I can't remember now. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, the coupon expires April 1st. Because I was telling you guys, I know when it expired sometime near my birthday. It was March 1st. And then I was going to make it my birthday. And then I was like, well, why would I want to cut off everybody's free week at jeffmaclive.com on my birthday? So instead, we're going to wait till April 1st. So don't be an April Fool's. Go join the website. Go get your free week to check out all the cool stuff we got. Especially because I just went and fixed a bunch of things. I got to adjust the live streaming area a little bit, but that'll be done today. Let's see. Sam, we can get up a group chat on Gilded as well. Yeah. Yep, you can do the same thing on either or. 10-man, all Cajun speech is broken French. Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like French slang. It's like Fringlish. It's some sort of mixture. I guess it's short. Like, so I'm trying to think. So I heard somebody talking about it. Like in French, you would say like mon chéri, like my dear, but in New Orleans it's like ma chère, and it's like you cut the ends of it off. You cut all the fancy curly things off of it and just keep the chunks. I guess that's how it is in New Orleans. I don't know a whole lot about it. Tin Man. People from New Orleans are surrounding parishes, and they're called yats because of the way they talk. That sounds racist. You're gonna get me in trouble, Tin Man. I don't know. I don't know about any of that. We're gonna have to go to New Orleans. Figure it out. Bonsoir. Get some J. Snooks mon cher. Yeah. Snooks used to date occasion. Well, there you go. Snooks knows. She's our source of New Orleans. Jeff in the mosh pit. I can see it now. I tell you what, you'll never see me crowd dive. I'll never be crowd surfing, because as soon as I jump out in the crowd, you're going to watch me and 10 other people just fall to the earth. Like, that's all that's going to happen. Nobody's going to be able to carry me around. I am dense. I am dense. Smart and dense at the same time. Moderately educated. And dense at the same time. Guess MJ, if you go to Lake Charles, take a translator. That was me trying to buy the Subaru. I had to talk into my phone and it would say it out loud in Spanish, and then he talking to his phone and it would say it out loud in English. And that's how I bought the Subaru. He failed to translate that the block was blown on the car, though. I mean, you know, that didn't work out, but either way. Hey, Russell, my ex-wife was Cajun from NOLA. Yeah. NOLA. I've heard of NOLA. McBeefy, I'm 6'3", 280 pounds. I'm pretty dense too. Yeah. I am 5'11" and 225. I think once you get over like that 200 mark, you're starting to like really outweigh a big portion of people. Because if I go into the club or anything like that, you just see it. It's just spreading people. It's the same thing at Walmart. I go marching through and people get the hell out of the way or they get ran over. It's up to them. They can have whatever kind of interaction they want. Sometimes I think they stand in the way on the purpose. You know, it's just been such a long time since a man has thrown them around. And they just stand in the way. They're like, this guy, he'll shove me around. We're all starving for human interaction. Alex King, this is me watching TV. Honestly, this is me watching TV too. I really don't watch TV. I do this. I never go on YouTube unless I'm working. Otherwise, I can't stand YouTube. No, I appreciate you, CB. Raja, I'm 5'9", dated a guy for 3 years that was 5'5". He was the most awesome I had most fun with. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's I don't know. I think it's all in guys' heads. They get short to their own not liking, and then they get all weird about it. I don't know. I have insecurities, I'm sure. I don't know what they are, but it ain't being short. And your internet kicked you off for a minute there? Yeah, we shouldn't have any more login issues. Because we had two security systems that were fighting each other, and I completely removed the other one. So that whole login issue should be done. Anyways, we're going to move forward to this last video here. It's titled, Illinois High School Offers Classes Separated by Race. I don't know who thinks this is a good idea. It should be illegal to do this.
High school.
Maybe. I don't know. It's sort of. It's something. It shouldn't be allowed. I know that. Until you're smart enough, until you're grown. You shouldn't be able to choose this kind of crap till you're grown, in my opinion. But anyways, let's get this nonsense started.
A high school has expanded a program to address its learning gap, and it lets students voluntarily segregate by race.
The classes started back in 2019. Advocates say they can make students feel more comfortable and perform better at school. Emily Finn is joining us right now to explain. Emily.
Well, Adrian, good morning. This is certainly an interesting one, sparking some debate. It is a voluntary segregation program that's being implemented at a high school right outside of our News Nation Chicago studio in Evanston, Illinois. The program has actually expanded in recent years. This year at Evanston Township High School, almost 200 Black and Latino students signed up for core classes like math and writing for students of the same race. The so-called affinity classes are taught by a teacher of color and are intended to help Black and Latino students enroll in advanced curriculum. The school district superintendent told the high school's student newspaper the goal is to provide, quote, a different, more familiar setting to kids who feel really anxious about being in AP classes. While federal anti-discrimination laws ban public schools from mandatory segregation, education lawyers say the voluntary options don't apply. Evanston isn't the first school to try this. Actually, schools in Minnesota, California, and Washington state also offer elective classes that
all the blue states.
Civil rights attorney Robert Patillo argues the program in Evanston is healthy and enriching for students and can even make learning feel more comfortable.
You have to be able to balance both the educational aspects of it with the social educational aspects and bringing more children together and not trying to separate them out. And specifically,
specifically.
Often saw previously, where you're saying that one group is just racially or religiously or ethnically superior or better to other groups. We're all equal, we're all the same, but we're just learning in different ways, and that does not make us different. It just simply means that these are the methodologies that are best for these particular groups.
But not everyone agrees with Patillo's assessment. Nationwide, fewer Black and Latino students enroll in advanced placement courses than white students, and oftentimes do score lower on standardized tests. But the director of the National Education Policy Center, Kevin Wellner, says that he believes the segregated classes in high schools are simply a short-term solution to the racial inequalities he says minorities face in society as a whole.
The school district seems to be trying to respond to the resulting harm of larger inequities in the community and in the state and society by applying, a Band-Aid in the form of these voluntarily segregated affinity classes. And I see that as unfortunate, as an unfortunate Band-Aid that attempts to address those larger problems.
As we mentioned, the Evanston High School isn't the only school across the U.S. that's implementing similar programs. Other school districts around the nation will be closely watching what does happen in Evanston and what the impact is on students, test scores, and the districts. Adrienne and Markey.
And it looks like there's not actually an answer as to whether this is beneficial yet. Thank you for watching.
She said, and it looks like there isn't actually an answer to whether or not this is beneficial yet. It's not. It's not. There's no benefits by segregating children into classes based on their race, especially if they're asking for it. Obviously, there's something wrong. Because I guess nobody thought of this, but what if you take all the kids out of class who are not white and you give them their own classroom as they are asking, right? You don't force these kids into doing that. They want it. You give it to them. So what happens when the main classroom is only got white kids? Are they going to say that's white supreme class? Are they going to ban it? Are they going to say white kids can't go to school because nobody wants to go to school with them, so they got to go to their own school? This sounds like, prior to Martin Luther King kind of stuff. Why would they allow this? Why would this be a good idea? Who would this benefit? Hateful people. That's it. That's it. Only hateful people care enough to do this kind of stuff. People with hate in their heart are like, I need to be in a class with my own race because of what? What good reason is there? What legitimate good reason is there? Because I can't think of one. This sounds dumb. This sounds dumb, and there's no good path. I don't see this heading anywhere good. I don't see a good outcome from this. And not participating in it makes you a part of it as well. Because like I said, if everybody in class goes and chooses an alternative class based on their skin color, what happens to the kids that don't choose and they just get left in the main room? What happens? Because if it ends up being all white kids, they're going to have a problem with it. And imagine if the white kids wanted to do it too. What if they just wanted to be in a classroom with their own race? Would that be okay? Because I don't think it would be okay. I don't think that would be all right. I don't think that would fly. I don't think like corporate media America, like the general public and all the crap that people talk on the internet and social media and what the news says to you and what the advertisement says and what the shows say and the TVs say and all the talk shows and shit. You think they're going to be okay with the white kids going out there and having their own classroom, white class today? Like what? No, they would never let that slide. That's how you know that it shouldn't be happening no matter who's doing it. It shouldn't be happening. Everybody should be forced to go to school with each other. You got to deal. You got to learn to deal. Life is hard. And the sooner you can figure that out, the better time you're going to have dealing with life. Nobody's really enjoying life. Everybody is dealing with life. And it's up to you how difficult that job's going to be every day. And choosing to base life off your own skin color and worrying about other people's skin color is going to make life even more difficult to deal with. That's what's going to happen. These people are stupid, and the school shouldn't be allowed to even allow this kind of stuff at all. It's wrong. It's wrong. I just don't see any beneficial deal of this because it starts here. It starts here. Okay, so they do it at school. What happens when they do restaurants and churches, places to vote, DMV? It's going to be pre-Martin Luther King. That's where we're heading. No, like that's where it's going. Drinking fountain for you. This drinking fountain's for me. Who's going to sit at the back of the bus? Like this is not good. It's not good. And what a worse, like a terrible place for this to happen, Illinois. And where they say that who else is participating in this? Minnesota, California, Oregon, Washington State. Oh, really? New York and Washington, D.C., they haven't caught on yet? They will. Give it time. They'll catch on. They'll do it too. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It should not be happening. Anyways, that was the last video of the day, and I don't like ending things on a bad note, but I couldn't really find any alternative. So I'm going to drop the Linktree link in all the chats while we're reading through and seeing what you guys feel about that last video we just covered. All of my links are listed on the Linktree, so if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, except for Rumble. The only way to join Rumble is to click that subscribe button. But any other membership program, Gilded or the website or anywhere else, you're able to access from the Linktree. You could also go get some cool merch. We have a new design coming out tonight that I think everybody's going to dig. So definitely go check out the merch store and all that stuff. Anything you guys contribute helps keep us going. We're live every day except for Sunday, and I appreciate all the support you guys send. I would love to see us grow, because the more we grow, the more people we're waking up to what's actually going on. So, with that being said, please go join Gilded. Gilded is also on the Linktree. It is free and currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, the Hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Gilded. My goodness, I'm having a hard time talking today. Also, go join jeffmaclive.com. Like I said, that coupon at the top of the Linktree, it will give you a free week access over there on the website. You can watch the lives while we're live. We have our own social media that you can post on. It's private. We have group chats. We can call each other, video call each other, text each other. We have all kinds of, we even have hashtags. We even got hashtags over on the website. We do anything and everything on the website. Is the home of the Hooligans, and you are truly free there. There's nobody hovering over us with community guidelines and all that crap. It's a place where you can be a hooligan. So definitely go join up. Like I said, it expires April Fool's Day, so don't be a fool. Go join up. It's free. Zero, is there any way to have more than 2 reactions in the chat? I'm working on it. Right now, we can only have access to 2. And there's some other features we could have, and some more. I'm trying to think how to explain this. The chat that we have for the live streaming area is something that I pay for separately. I didn't create it. It's very difficult to create a chat that has SSO and all this other stuff that I need. So I pay for it. We have a cap on how much data we can use by posting videos and stuff, which I don't worry about because we don't post videos. We're only there for the live stream. We also have a limitation on how many people can access the chat, and I think the reactive emojis are also listed in there, as well as how many custom emojis we can have. Now, I just have paid for the basic setup just so we could feel it out and see how we like it. And so far, everything's been really great. It seems that everybody really likes that chat. And so when we get more people in, I'm going to pay for the higher up tiers that'll give us more benefits, more features, more things we can do. But we got to get more people on the website before we get there. I want to have at least 20 people in the chat before I pay more money on this next chat. Because I mean, my bills are like $6,000 a month at this point. Like thousands of dollars goes out every month, not just from my bills here at the house, like life, but live streaming itself is like $1,500 a month at this point. It used to be like $200, but now that we got the website and everything else, it costs a lot of money to do all this stuff. And thanks to all of you guys, we're able to do this stuff, and we have a place that we deserve to be at, but we just got to get more people over there. We hit 20 people in the live chat. I'll buy the next tier up, and we'll have even more features over there. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. Hey, appreciate you being here. Get some Jay. Be safe out there. Joe, it is a comedy about the trans crap going on. Yeah. Joe, I'm on Twitter. I post on Twitter a lot, actually. If you follow me on Twitter, it's almost like an extension of the live. I have all my social medias on the link tree too. I keep forgetting about that. If you guys want to follow me on True Social and stuff, you're welcome to. I don't post a whole lot of stuff on those other platforms. I mostly post on Twitter. But if you follow me on True Social and stuff, and for some reason you don't get a notification through Rumble or wherever, I post the updates before we go live everywhere on all my social media. So if you want to follow me on there, at very least you'll get notified for when we go live. Stoner Black Church looks fun. It is fun. It is fun. Tree Herder is here. Oh, what's up, Tree Herder? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Just reading through. It's Monday. I didn't get to see you guys yesterday. I'm trying to hang out. What's up, DeRosa? Happy freedom. Special ed, that's me. I was in special ed for like 13 years. Apparently they didn't fix the job. I'm still special ed. Never tested out. It happens. Raja, it's okay. I went for the goat. Couldn't resist. I appreciate you, Raja. You're so awesome. Maybe I'll order my shorts. I'm having a day today. Having a day. All right, you hooligans ready for it? Chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken. Okay, maybe I can talk now. We'll see. What's up, non-GMO? Happy freedom. Non-GMO teachers unions rule the roast. I agree. That's how the government affects the schools and stuff too, is funding, budgeting, the school boards, all this crap manipulates a lot of the schools. A lot of teachers and stuff feel helpless. Some of them are predators, the rainbow-haired ones. I don't want it to be that way, but it seems like if they got rainbow hair, they're predating. They're preying on children. But the majority of teachers feel helpless because they're just told what to do, which sucks. Nobody wants to be told what to do. All right, hooligans. Well, it looks like everybody's good to go. You know what that means? It's that time again. If I could use my brain, here we go. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. I didn't mute myself. I'm read through the chat really quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. We will be playing the game tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time over on Kick. jeffmaclive.com and jeffmacgaming on YouTube. We're playing Skyrim. It went pretty good Saturday, I think, when we played. It's been pretty fun so far. It's very interesting. There's some differences. It is different from Fallout, but I like it. It's been pretty good so far. So if you'd like to hang out with us and have some fun for a couple hours just to forget your problems, news and life and all that, you can come hang out with us. Like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody just hangs out in the chat, has fun. You don't have to really worry about video games. A lot of times people are talking about what they're cooking for dinner and all that. It's really chill. It's really chill. It's just to come hang out. So give it a try. Like I said, you can watch it Kick, jeffmaclive.com, or Jeff Mac Gaming over on YouTube. I'll see you guys tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern time. For everyone else, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate you guys being here. It looks like we're good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live. I'm going to start working on the new t-shirts that we will have out by the end of the day. I'll see about, well, I will get the website fixed. It may not be till tonight, but I'm going to get it fixed for all of you hooligans on the live streaming area right now. I'll try and get all that fixed. I think I have an idea of what's going on, so hopefully we'll have it all fixed. It'll be good to go. And I think that's everything. I think. I'll forget. I'll forget and remember right after I end the live, because that's what happens. That's what happens. Anyways, I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.